New England's trusted news source, ABC6 News at noon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today at noon, we begin with new details on that supermarket massacre that left 10 people dead in Buffalo, New York. President Biden and the First Lady visiting the community today to meet with the victims' families and grieve with them. They also stopped by a growing memorial outside the store to pay their respects. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
Somber moments this morning as President Biden and the First Lady visited the site of America's deadliest mass shooting this year, a short time after meeting privately with the families of the 10 innocent people killed Saturday afternoon at Tops Supermarket.
There's a lot of people dead in here.
Yeah. This exclusive video capturing the shock and terror of the shooting's aftermath as the 18-year-old suspect Peyton Gendron was arrested.
Oh my God, he shot so many people in there.
You can see Julie Hallwell fall to the ground as she awaited news about her partner and 8-year-old daughter who were inside.
That was the longest wait I've had in my life.
Lamont and London hid in a cooler, eventually making it out safely, describing those terrifying moments in an interview with WKBW.
I was scared for my mom. I didn't know where she was. I thought she was gone.
But Hayward Patterson never made it out.
He loved the community just as much as he loved the church. And so you would see him anywhere he was encouraging people.
Authorities now revealing new details on how they say the alleged gunman plotted what police are calling a racist rampage.
The individual was here a few months ago, back in early March.
ABC News obtaining a document allegedly posted by the suspect to the online chat site Discord over several months. Authorities say it appears to show how the alleged gunman carefully planned out the massacre, visiting the supermarket on March 8th where he was questioned by a security guard. The document also includes sketches of the store outlining different aisles he could navigate quickly. Police say he even visited the store again one day before the shooting and was questioned by a security guard. Police say the suspect had plans to continue his attack at other locations, but Buffalo police arrived within 1 minute of the first 911 calls, stopping him from taking even more lives. Rena Roy, ABC News, Buffalo, New York.
And the president is expected to speak from Buffalo this afternoon around 1 o'clock. ABC will bring that to you in a special report. We turn now to the weather as we take a live look outside with our sky cam. Really pleasant out there. That humidity that left us overnight. Tim Studebaker is in with our first forecast. Hi, Tim.
Yeah, so much more pleasant across southern New England right now. Temperatures into the 70s, especially away from the coast right now. Low humidity, sun, and a few fair weather clouds. It doesn't really get much better than this, does it? Temperatures around 72 in Providence, 74 in Taunton right now, 73 in New Bedford. Slightly cooler where winds are coming in off the water. Newport at 64, 61 for Block Island. Dew points have lowered so much since the last few days. We had dew points in the 60s for the last several days. That is very humid. Now dew points have come down into the 40s, 50s for Cape Cod. All in all, the takeaway message here is much drier air, much more pleasant conditions. It is on the breezy side, I'll say that much. 15 to 25 mile per hour winds through this afternoon, gusting to 29 right now in Providence, gusting to 28 in Smithfield, and 24 in Newport. So yeah, it's windy, but otherwise, what else can you ask for here? Temperatures into the mid-70s for the next several hours, right on through the afternoon. A mix of sunshine and a few fair weather clouds. The rest of your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast a few minutes away. Doreen?
Tim, thank you. New at noon today, Providence College coach Ed Cooley gets a key to the city. This afternoon, Mayor Lorza and other notables will be on hand to present the Friars basketball coach with a key to the city. Cooley grew up in Providence and this year led the team to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament. He was also named the Naismith Coach of the Year. The ad event is happening at 1:45 at the Providence Career and Technical Academy. Well, a big beach pass debate in Narragansett last night. The Narragansett Town Council approving a measure to guarantee free beach passes to members of the Narragansett Indian tribe. That measure passed by way of a 3-2 vote. Some Narragansett residents spoke out against the proposal at last night's Town Council meeting.
If you're going to give anybody a free pass, it should be the taxpayers of this town, because we pay the taxes.
Well, I see these hats, T-shirts, everything. Stores named after my tribe. Perhaps we should start charging you for using our name.
Tribe members previously had to pay the non-resident fee for beach access. There are around 3,000 Narragansett Indian tribe members worldwide. And we turn to some of today's other headlines. The Newport City Council voting in favor of sending a resolution on school regionalization with Middletown to the state legislature. If approved there, Newport voters could see it as a ballot question. The Newport Daily News reports the council's vote was 5-2. A discussion on the topic was also on the agenda at the Middletown Town Council meeting. It's expected the schools would stay the same, but the administration could be regionalized. And now to the story for that video there. Swansea voters last night said yes to a new Diamond High School at their town meeting last night. Diamond already got a thumbs up from Westport, Somerset, and Fall River. That project is expected to cost more than $293 million if approved. A state grant would cover $148 million. And school administrators in Acushnet are investigating reports that a substitute teacher made physical contact with students. This was reportedly at Ford Middle School. WBSM Radio reports a letter was sent home to parents last week asking them to contact school officials with any other questions. Police told the radio station there is an investigation into the matter. And now new details here at noon on a train derailment in Fall River. Cleanup efforts are underway this afternoon after a train carrying an 18,000-gallon diesel fuel tank hit a fallen tree on the tracks, causing a leak of 300 gallons of fuel. ABC6 News reporter Yanni Trigalos joins us live in Fall River with an update on the cleaning efforts. Yanni?
Didn't notice it at first, and then it was like boom. You know, you looked and you knew something was really going.
Carol O'Connell and her husband lived just feet from where a train derailed Monday night in Fall River after a tree fell on the tracks. The accident causing about 300 gallons of diesel fuel to spill onto the tracks.
Saw a lot of people around, moving around, but I wasn't sure exactly what they were doing. Obviously, they were trying to contain the leak,
Nobody was injured in the low-speed accident, and officials were able to contain the leak later Monday night. Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection remaining on scene Tuesday to clean up the remaining fuel. Those efforts expect to continue for the next 24 to 36 hours. DEP officials tell ABC6 they're still working to determine the magnitude of the spill and whether the groundwater below the site has been impacted.
I was concerned about my house. And I think most of us were.
No, I just hope it wasn't so bad that it won't contaminate in our area over here and everybody will be safe. So.
And that was Yanni Trigalos reporting. It is still an active scene right now. The train remains off the tracks, but a crane will be used to get it back on the tracks once any contamination is cleaned up. And now to those Celtics in the playoffs. Game 1 tonight in the Eastern Conference Finals. The C's are in South Beach to take on the Heat. Game tips at 8:30. Things are looking good for Marcus Smart to play after he was hurt in Game 7. Robert Williams is expected to play too. So to come here at noon, new moves to help alleviate the baby formula shortage. What's being done right now? Plus a holdup on Elon Musk's buying Twitter. Why the deal's on pause for now. And later, today's pick of the litter. Look out, he is a cute one. We'll be right back. Back now with the baby formula shortage and the resolution that can't come soon enough for many parents. The FDA and Abbott have agreed on a plan to reopen one of their facilities that was shut down due to contamination. The agreement, however, comes with strict guidelines the formula maker must follow. ABC's Eka has more.
Today, a positive sign for families struggling to find vital baby formula for their newborns. The Food and Drug Administration announcing it's moving to import brands of formula from abroad, currently not sold in the U.S.
We are seeking manufacturers from around the globe who may have available product that could meet our regulatory standards for both nutrition and food safety.
The U.S. usually produces 98% of the infant formula it consumes. Officials say the imported formula could potentially come from the U.K., Australia, and New Zealand, nations that have safety and health inspection systems similar to the U.S. This as moms and dads of infant children across the country are desperate to find formula to feed their kids.
If this doesn't get remedied quick, we are going to see babies starve.
As for domestic production, the FDA reaching an agreement with Abbott Nutrition, the nation's largest formula maker, to restart production at its largest factory in Sturgis, Michigan. In order to reopen, the agency says the facility must retain an independent expert to review operations, create sanitation and environmental monitoring plans, and develop employee training programs. In February, the FDA shut down the Abbott plant due to alleged unsanitary conditions at the facility that was potentially linked to 2 infants dying and 2 others getting sick. In a statement, Abbott says the FDA and CDC found no conclusive evidence to link Abbott's formulas to the infants' illnesses. Now, Abbott's saying it will take 2 weeks to restart operations and up to 2 months to get its products back onto shelves. The FDA did not specify which brands it'll be importing from overseas, but they're assuring the public that any product hitting store shelves would have gone through rigorous security checks. Ika Jachi, ABC News, Washington.
All right, coming up next, the battle over bots and why it's keeping Elon Musk from buying Twitter, and how Disney plans to protect its family image even when it adds commercials to its streaming service. Back with your consumer news now, and a battle over bots is placing a damper on the deal between Elon Musk and Twitter. Musk is now saying that his purchase can't proceed until he gets more information about spam accounts. Although Musk didn't cite a source, he recently tweeted that about 20% of active Twitter accounts are either fake or spam. The company denies that. On Friday, Musk said the $44 billion deal was on hold, but said he is still committed to taking over the company. And Disney Plus is pulling the plug on some commercials. The streaming service with many children-based programming is getting ready to announce a new ad-backed tier. However, alcohol and political advertising will not be accepted. They will also not take deals from competitors or entertainment studios. A rate hike coming for Verizon. Fees are rising next month for Verizon consumer and business customers. Wireless service costs will increase and businesses will be hit with new charges. Some fees will be increased by $2 per month. The move follows rate hikes announced by AT&T. And Apple will now let apps automatically charge you more for your subscriptions. That means a developer can auto-renew at a higher price without explicitly asking customers to opt in. But developers must meet certain conditions, such as being limited to one price increase per year.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Tim Studebaker.
Just a spectacular day out there for your Tuesday. We've got sunshine mixed with a few fair weather clouds, lower humidity than we've seen for several days. The dry and pleasant stretch has started, and it continues for a couple of days after this. Warm and muggy as we head in toward the weekend, though, and we're going to bookend that warm and muggy weather with a couple of shower chances. The first right before the mugginess on Thursday, and the second to end it on Sunday. We'll be back to dry weather by Monday of next week. 74 in Providence right now, 74 in Attleboro, 70 in New Bedford, and 61 for Block Island, 64 for Newport. So you can still see the ocean kind of influencing the temperatures for some of our shoreline locations, while many others have made it well into the 70s. It's warm and it's breezy out there too. Winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour, but gusting up to almost 30 miles per hour in some spots. 28 miles per hour in Smithfield right now, 29 mile per hour wind gust for Providence, and 24 miles per hour for Newport. There's a component of the wind that's coming in off the water there, so your temperatures are a little cooler in Newport. Here's the other big part of the story. We were dealing with muggy conditions all the way from the end of last week through the weekend into yesterday. That has changed. If you think back to last night, we had the showers and the thunderstorms late last evening. That was a cold front. That cold front is what knocked out a lot of that humidity. So we are much more comfortable now, dew points in the 40s and 50s as opposed to the 60s. So very pleasant conditions on the dew point scale. That is where we are for now. By this coming weekend, we'll be back into that 60-plus range for the dew points, and that means sticky humidity is back once we get to the weekend. But for now, let's enjoy the dry air. Again, this is the reason why the air is so much drier. This cold front that moved through last night, now well offshore, high pressure building in behind it, that's giving us breezy conditions for now and also dry conditions. So a mix of sun and clouds for today. On the breezy side, west winds 15 to 25. Temperatures making it well into the 70s, a little cooler if you are right along the coast. Mainly clear for tonight. We're cool and dry. Temperatures dropping down toward around the 50-degree mark. And northwest breezes continuing, especially in the evening, around 15 to 25 miles per hour. On your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast, we've got dry conditions into your Wednesday. Humidity stays low, mostly sunny skies, temps in the 70s. We'll bring in some clouds and a few showers as we head into your Thursday. Temps not quite as warm into the 60s, but then we're going to warm things up in a big way once we get toward the weekend. Friday into the upper 70s, increasing humidity, and then just downright warm and muggy for Saturday. Mix of sun and clouds, temps in the 80s, and humidity is back in full force. By Sunday, we'll see a cold front that'll knock out the humidity once again, but before it can do that, it's going to bring a chance of some showers on your Sunday, followed by that lower humidity, pleasant and dry conditions heading into Monday of next week. Doreen.
All right, Tim, thanks. Coming up, wait until you meet this guy, Maverick. He is the latest pick of the litter. That's just ahead.
pick of the litter. Brought to you by Moriarty's Invisible Fence.
And here we are with Wayne and Caitlin from the RISPCA. Welcome, guys. And Maverick, what more can you say about him? He is just getting all the attention right as he walked into the newsroom today. He is handsome.
Maverick's a handsome guy. He came to us in a transport with 19 other dogs from one of our cooperating shelters in Georgia. We take in transports occasionally to try to combat the backyard breeding problem that we have in Rhode Island. So we've got Maverick and 19 of his friends. Maverick's available for adoption now. He's a 4 to 6 month old Mastiff mix. This is just a puppy. He is going to be a big guy. But he's got a great disposition. He traveled well in the car coming over here. And on the 29th at Rumford Pet in East Providence, we're going to participate in their adoption event, and we're going to have several of his 19 buddies available for adoption. So follow us on our website, rispca.com, but particularly if you're interested in Maverick, he's been sitting on this table like a gentleman for, 10 minutes. He's just calm. If you give him attention, he's just going to give you some love. This is a nice one. He's going to be big.
Yes, he's a talker too. I'm Maverick.
We think he's, we rate him from green to red for good to difficult. He's a solid green. We think he can go anywhere. And we would love to find him the best home. So
he's saying, adopt me.
Right. So if you're interested in Maverick, you can go to rispca.com and just fill out an application online, or you can call us at 401-438-8150. And just take a look at this guy. What a good guy.
Buddy, you are something. You really are. All right, Wayne, Caitlin, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Maverick, thanks, buddy. We'll see you soon. Hopefully, yes. More ABC6 News at noon after this.
Thank you.
And we're going to check back in with Tim for another check of that forecast. Stay with us. All right, Tim, it is absolutely gorgeous out there today.
It is. You really can't ask for much more in the month of May. It really feels like the month of May rather than just skipping over to summer, which is what it felt like for the last few days.
It certainly has.
We had all that humidity for several days in a row. That is now pretty much wiped out. Much lower humidity today, much more pleasant conditions, sunshine and a few fair weather clouds for the rest of the afternoon. We are breezy, west winds around 15 to 25, some spots even gusting to 30 right now, and temps in the mid 70s, especially away from the immediate shoreline. Tonight, we're mainly clear. We are cool and dry. Those northwest breezes will continue around 15 to 25, mostly during the evening. Temps dropping down to around 50 degrees. On your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast, pretty good stuff heading into Wednesday. Mostly sunny skies, temps in the 70s. We will see a little bit more in the way of some cloud cover for your Thursday, as well as a chance of showers. And temperatures are a bit cooler as well, into the 60s. Turning warmer for your Friday, even more so for Saturday. Humidity coming back, then another chance of showers on Sunday.
All right, Tim, thank you. And the president is already ready to speak in Buffalo. We're going to send you that special report right now.